Who do the Browns have left in the running back room? Well, Felton also goes on the reserve COVID list. Kareem Hunt is still on IR. Dearness Johnson looks like he's going to get the start. He started week 7 out of necessity at 146 rushing yards to show for it. And in an unrelated story, he won me my DraftKings that week because he was spectacular. So these have fantasy implications and much more. Kimberly Martin is basically a Cleveland Browns beat reporter at this point. You're around them so much.
Beautiful this time of year.
What do we know about the situation with their running backs heading into a big game against New England?
Yeah, so today is a very huge day for the Browns because they basically enter the building hoping that nobody else tests positive because, like you said, Dearness Johnson, technically right now the only one that's not, that hasn't tested positive. But so they're in enhanced protocols until the league says everything's good. But mass in the building, practices go on as scheduled, so that's a good thing. But right now, I mean, this is a team that dealt with COVID all last year.
But to be clear, there is still a chance Chubb plays. He's coming off a huge game. There's still a chance he's vaccinated.
Felton, they're vaccinated, so that's the good thing. But we have we have a few more days to figure out if they got any more tests.
Look, obviously, people testing positive for COVID is a big deal, and it is something that goes well beyond football. But from a pure football standpoint, Ninko, it feels like this team just can't get a break, right? Just when they finally seem to be moving in the right direction, they've had a million injuries and everything else. Nick Chubb is coming off a monster game. They're going into a huge matchup with the New England Patriots, and now this. It feels like they are a team that cannot get a break.
Yeah, I feel bad for Cleveland, and dadgummit, I feel bad for Dan Orlovsky because he was out there pounding his chest on Monday, and now the Cleveland Browns are about to run into a buzzsaw in the Patriots. What do the Patriots do? What do the Patriots do? They game plan better than anybody. So what are they going to do? They're going to stop the run. They're going to put it in Baker's hands. Baker's probably going to throw a couple picks, and then Dan's going to be sad again. So we'll see what happens.
What do we think?
It's a tough spot to be in, particularly without that running back, Nick Chubb, because as much as we want to focus on Baker Mayfield, the MVP of that offense and a guy who's probably, if he plays every game, is having an old school MVP running back type of season, and Nick Chubb is not there. When the offensive line is healthy and Nick Chubb is balling, like he's great. This season, he's averaging more than 100 yards a game at more than 6 yards a carry. The only other people to do that were running backs who won the MVP. We're talking Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson, O.J. Simpson. These are the names back in the day when football was played differently. We don't see it played like that anymore, and if they don't have him, I don't see them standing much of a chance.
And so, David, I'll finish it with you here. The Browns, we see it. They're 5-4. They're in the middle of a scrum in the AFC. And sometimes we forget, we still have half a season to play. Are they going to get this thing turned around and look dangerous by the season's end, yes or no?
I don't think so. And no Kareem Hunt either, which is really
For a while,
important.
Yeah.
Until probably maybe December.
Yeah, so that's important too, because that was probably the best 1-2 punch in the NFL. Listen, Dan Orlovsky came on here Monday, right?
Yes, he did.
And he was like, Baker Mayfield plays so amazing. He was like 14 for 21 for like 181 yards. So it kind of gives you a pretty like, wow, that dude was on fire, man. I mean, he killed it. So now it is all on. It's all on Baker Mayfield. Now it's more in his lap. I don't know it's going to end well.
The record show, we love Dan Orlovsky on this program.
Forget Frank Gore and Deron Williams. Like, this is the fight. This is the fight we need.
No, you're going too far when you got me feeling sympathy for Dan Orlovsky. Like, I feel bad for Monday day.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.